All right, guys, today we're gonna get gutters on the greenhouse. It's also thundering in case you didn't hear, so this may be a
short-lived.
This may be a project that stops and goes more so than usual.
As much as usual?
More so.
Let's go see what we have to do. I'm sure there's like 10 things we have to prep for before we can put up gutters anyway. But I know we have to cut the roof line, the roof shorter, which is a
plastic.
Which is a task in itself. So let's go over here.
We bare minimum have to cut this off.
Yeah. Hope I can cut it with this.
Chalk line it, and then we're just going.
Chalk line it. That's the problem.
Just going straight down. You can't even stand on it either, so how are you gonna do?
That's what I'm saying. I need to stand down here. I can get it.
Yeah.
Do this. Oh, I'm getting there, but alright guys.
Rain!
Yeah, it's been doing this. It's been raining a little bit, but
It rains for 5 minutes.
yeah, and the gutters just, it never puts any water in our tanks. Gets everything all wet. Like the top millimeter of everything, and then it stops raining. So, better than nothing, I guess. At least the plants get a little bit of moisture in the air, but it doesn't even get down to the roots.
Nope. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 zucchinis to transfer. I'll plant one more batch of them. I only got 1 acorn squash that popped up. These all might need to get wet and they might grow though, so I need to soak those.
Thank goodness for the rain. All the little plants. Yeah. Oh, as soon as we say thanks for the rain, stops.
It's raining, guys, which is so exciting because it's good for the tanks. So Jay cleaned out all of the socks today and the gutters today because the gutters were full of pollen and whatnot. So I am just going around while he is inside editing a video for y'all, checking to make sure all the water's flowing good. All right. They look good. No leaks or anything, so that's good. We just use these ones most often, so it's probably why they were a little lower. But they're getting filled with water, so it's good. Hooray for rain! Look at that, guys. Look how beautiful the sky's starting to look. Storm for a little bit and we'll still get a beautiful sunset, huh? That tank is full too. Hooray! That tank is full too. So we've got a bunch of full tanks, and the ones over there on the pole barn just need to fill up. But that is an exciting thing, guys. And it's a little bit cooler for the next week, so everything doesn't need to be watered as often. So hooray, hooray.
All right, guys, it's been about a week since we cut the roof on the greenhouse. We've gotten a little bit of rain. We've gotten a lot of stuff done here and there. Today, we're going to get gutters on the greenhouse and some water catchment set up. You know, a little bit of rain supposedly coming tomorrow and Thursday. So that's our objective, so we can make sure it doesn't all go to waste. Mm-hmm. So no yakking, no funny banter back and forth, no bickering, which we think's fun, but you know, not everyone else thinks is fun for some reason. So anyway, let's get the materials out by the greenhouse and get rolling. Sound good?
Yep.
All right.
Bag full of gutter supplies.
That is a big bag. Where did that big bag come from? Guys, so after many years of doing gutters, I finally learned that these exist, which I figured they did, but I just never saw them. These couplers, or unions, where you can join gutters. I've always just cut them and slid them together and then
Siliconed them.
silicone between them. which works fine, but it doesn't look as nice if you don't do it perfectly. And you know us, we're not professionals, so we don't do anything perfectly. But this is a nice little union. They are, what were these, like $7? So it's a little crazy.
Like 5 or 6. They were like $5.67.
Yeah, okay. So if they're $5, I guess that's acceptable. But when they charge you like $8 or $9 for something simple like that, like this was $8 or $9.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You know, and you're only doing a couple, it's fine. But if you had to build like a massive pole barn or house and had to put a bunch of this stuff in, it all adds up. So, and I'm still learning to, you know, not let my frugal upbringing totally affect our progress all the time. But anyway,
It's getting better.
getting better. That's kind of the whole point of this thing, is you're supposed to just live simple, right?
Yeah. But sometimes spending a few more dollars does make
Make things
projects in life easier.
easier, go faster, and look nicer.
Yes.
And probably last longer, I guess, if you really want to nitpick things. So anyway, we are skipping the fascia metal behind the gutters because they didn't have the 8-inch fascia. And if this is in the sun a lot, so it's going to be dried out. It's not going to be like wet all the time.
Yeah. And it's a board upon the rafters, so if we had to replace the board,
yeah.
it's not like we're replacing a structural board.
Yeah, just a greenhouse fascia board, so we could literally take the soffit out underneath it and replace the board in 20 years if we have to, if we're still alive.
Yeah.
You never know. You know,
If it's a problem,
airplane might crash and fall right here on us right now in 10
meteor
minutes.
might, anything could happen. So.
Are you all the way against your board? All right, guys, we had to figure out the angle of our gutters, where we want to put our tanks. We determined we're going to put them over here behind Jenny. Not in my sugar shack, but on the outside of my sugar shack, I guess. What that's going to do is put them up a little bit higher in elevation on the property in general, so we can gravity feed if we want. And if we put them on the other end, we'd be blocking stuff that we don't want to block.
Yep, blocking windows or blocking
The
another way
walkway.
to get up here. So,
Yep. So
have to put them over here by process elimination.
So you guys have seen us in the last few videos. We upgraded our water system. We've had this water tank over here. Actually, this one's kind of broken, so we can use it, but have to be kind of make sure it's not permanently unreplaceable, you know.
Yeah.
But we have this tank here. The handle kind of broke off of it, but it seemed to not have leaked. So we're gonna drag this over there, and then we got another brand new one over on the other side of the barn. That'd be good. Clean up our mess a little bit too, right? Good.
Mm-hmm.
Just pull it out of here flat first.
Okay, so put
Let
it
it
down.
go down. Down all the way. Let it go.
I don't know if you're gonna.
Oh! Heavy, so I figured you were fine.
Yeah, just like. Sorry. You're a little bit quicker at it than I was.
Sit down. Get up here.
Make sure this is level before we do the next one, or?
We're at the level. Go ahead.
Get out.
Hold it.
I got it. I won't pinch you in there.
Yeah, we'll pull it back. Okay. Never mind. She tried to bury me alive.
Pretty close. This one's a little higher. Look at that, guys. Are they level?
Ish. I'll see. Yeah, actually that's perfectly level. That's a little high on this side, but huh. All right, J&J water catchment system installation services available.
Sock covers. Our last two covers. So we're gonna.
If you guys need covers, Jen will put the link in the description box below because we've had these for some of them for what 3 or 4 years now, and a couple of them for a year or two, and they've actually held up way better than we expected. You know, they're like a barbecue cover, but they have their pitfalls, like the water sits on top of them, so you have to poke little holes in them so you don't get a bunch of scum in them, but they hold up for multiple years, so that's good. And I don't know if they're still cheap. They were cheap originally, but just like everything else, it gets more expensive as they gain popularity.
Yep, but it's protecting our water from algae and bacteria, so
it keeps the sun out.
It's worth the 15 to 20 bucks that it is.
A lot of people paint them. We could probably paint them too, but we just have these. We bought these years ago, and now we're running out of them. So maybe if we ever have problems, we'll paint them. But these work good too. They're a quick, easy fix.
Some of these are a little nicer than others.
All right, guys, let's knock out this gutter. We're going to take all the water to that end. It's a 24-foot run for the greenhouse, 10-foot for the sugar shack. So 34 feet. They say 1/4 inch per 10 feet. So we're only going to be dropping an inch or so over that run. So we should be good. Let's get rolling. We're also going to put it down lower like we've put down all our other gutters so the snow doesn't rip them off. So you guys have seen us do this a bunch of times. We're going to do our best to show it to you, but we want to get this done because the storm's coming tomorrow or rain's coming tomorrow. We want to make sure it gets done today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Edge, because this one right there. Let's see how much we can level. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I guess that's enough.
Those are all I bought 3 of those, right? So those are all the pieces I bought. A 1/4 inch, so not that much. Barely anything, right?
Looks good. Yes?
Yeah.
Alright, this is an end.
Something like that.
Do we have any spout over here?
No, I'll go get those next. So.
Too short.
No, that's good. We'll fall right into there.
All right, did you guys see that? The first time I'm putting this on. Let's see if it fits back. Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Like I've done this before.
Maybe a time or two before.
Maybe. Oh, all right, let's put some screws in it before it
And
falls off.
get a pitcher of water and test it in there, right?
Yep.
And then connect. We have little hoses to connect the tanks, or do we need to get some when we go to town later?
I think we have another set. Could be wrong.
We got to go to town because I've got some new life for the cabin coming here. What do you think it is? It's going to be some new life living here. They got delivered today, so.
Is it chickens?
I don't
Is
know.
it baby chicks?
I don't know. Let's see what
Everyone wants us to get chickens. Are we getting chickens?
They'll find out. But we got to go pick them up before 6 o'clock because the store closes at 6, so. Got to make a town run, so if we need materials, we'll get multiple things at once. Looks good. It's pretty exciting. An extra 500 gallons of water here, guys.
We'll put some water in it when we get back. Because there's all the caulk in it. There's caulk. I don't want it to get wet. Alright, let's clean up. Let's go do town run, I guess.
Alright, we'll show you how well they work in an hour or two. We gotta run to town and let the caulk dry, so.
Alright, guys. We just got back from town, ate some dinner. It is an absolutely gorgeous evening, yes?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little chilly, but it's like been sunny and beautiful for days, and we're just loving it.
Quiet and
No, not much wind, just a slight breeze, and just look at the sun going down over here. It's beautiful. We ran into a wonderful subscriber and supporter of our channel, Thomas, at the green store. Big shout out. Him and his wife watch, support, and have used our maple syrup, or enjoy our maple syrup, I think. And yeah, it was really nice to run into you guys. If you guys see us out in town, make sure you say hi. Makes our day. So, but we did the gutters earlier. We're going to test those to make sure the grade is good or the taper is good. And Jen's got some exciting arrivals here. So let's go set this up and check it out. We'll give you the big surprise here in just a minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go get
What
it
do
set
you
up.
think it is?
Put it in the comment section. You got
Drop
just a
it
few
right
minutes.
now.
All right. I hope it's in this one because I've looked at this toad a couple times and
Yes,
it is.
it is.
All right.
All right. Guys, see that? What is that?
Guesses.
Look how pretty it is. Look how pretty the mini cabin looks.
Yeah.
Come on, Scooter.
Pretty happy we got those new tanks there.
Yeah.
And now it'll be easier. We might have to put a piece of wood or something along there and then pile dirt against it because I don't want the dirt to like cave in the tank.
Yeah.
There you go.
In this little box here is 2 sets of Monarch larvae, and instead of raising them in the little cage we raised them in last year, we are creating our own butterfly cage. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's the same concept, just really big. And there's lots of milkweed growing down at the food plot and down the road. So after we get this set up, before we put these guys in there, we'll go get a bunch of milkweed.
Holy huge.
And this is a tree net that we got.
Keeps the bugs off of your fruit trees.
Yep.
My brilliant idea.
Yes, because we were trying to figure out a way to to make it work. And look, it's like a giant, huge butterfly house now.
We're gonna start calling this the Off-Grid with Jay and Jen Circus. What are we up to today? Not going anywhere because it's all zipped up on the bottom.
Yeah. There we go. Ta-da! I had so much fun with the Monarchs last year that I wanted to do it at least 2 times this year, so that's why I ordered them really early. And then...
And we got a giant greenhouse, so it should be plenty warm for them.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice, good environment in here, and then they can live here around the cabin for like a little bit before they leave, because last year they just...
And they had to get moving south because it was late in the year.
Yeah, it was like late September. It was like late September by the time they hatched, so they, hurried up on out of here. But now we got this beautiful thing. We're gonna put the other shelves. We're gonna put the other shelves in, and then we're gonna go get some milkweed down at the food plot and cut it off, and then put it in here with the little larva. This is good.
Yeah.
All right, let's go get some milkweed.
Some milkweed.
Got a lot of it down in the food plot, so. Plants that are alive with leaves on them.
Yeah, there's only one, but maybe 2.
Well, there's one right here in front of me that's got leaves on it.
Oh yeah, that one's growing out of the ground. Yeah, that's good. I didn't see that one.
And then
I
that
saw
one.
that one.
Where's the other 2?
Over here. That one has...
This one has... Does this one have stuff on it too?
Oh, looks like weeds, but yeah, it doesn't look like the leaves from that.
And we planted...
Like, look at that. There's a lot of leaves on it, even though it's broken.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is this this is the last one? This one's got it on there too.
Well, we got 3 out of 4.
Oh yeah, that one.
Maybe 4 out of 4.
Yeah, I don't think that is, but yeah, guys, we planted these persimmons. We bought these persimmons
Last
last
summer.
year for what, $5 a piece? They're like 70% off or whatever. And they're supposed to be good for wildlife, turkeys, deer. They have like a little fruit on them. But look at it, this one's really nice. This one's just got a bunch of little stuff coming off of it. But this one's really healthy looking. So that's good.
And that one's gone too.
That one over there.
That's pretty good because it's pretty good because we bought those on clearance, but then we let them sit in the pots probably for another extra month. We just kind of got busy doing stuff and forgot to plant them down here. So it's really good that they are surviving actually.
Yeah. So always look for stuff in the fall. You save some money. Sometimes you waste money because you lose some, but
late summer buy-in is the best time to buy stuff for perennials and fruit bushes.
Yeah. So
because maybe they'll survive, but sometimes you lose some. That's okay.
Yeah. But you pay a third of the price for them, or a quarter of the price. So, all right, let's get this done real quick because we got mosquitoes
are bad down here.
Yeah.
We got lots of milkweed here on the food plot, though.
Yep. Let's grab one right here.
Thank you. Taking part in my Monarch craziness.
No different than the rest of it.
Hey, I do all your crazy stuff.
Yep, you do.
So you can do my crazy stuff. We can be entertained with our crazy stuff together.
Maybe that'll just keep it alive for like a couple weeks.
I don't know. They eat a lot more leaves than that, though. Remember last year they went through so many leaves? I got twice as many caterpillars as last year, too.
Well, that one kind of just flopped over.
Well, we'll put them in there and see what happens, right?
All right. Holy moly.
There's one. And there's 2.
Just water them, and then maybe they'll stay alive for... I gotta try it.
Yeah.
Right?
If not, I can always just get leaves.
Yeah, there's tons of them down here.
And they're all over the field.
Yeah.
And all over the roads and... Let's put it on the same shelf. That way it's kind of balanced, because otherwise... There's a Monarch book for you.
So I can learn?
Uh-huh.
I don't need to learn. You are my walking encyclopedia, right? You know everything.
Not everything, but I know a lot about birds and butterflies. The birds and the bees.
Birds and bees.
Oh. There's 2 in here.
Created by kids for kids.
I'm a big kid.
You are a big kid.
So see? They send you a whole bunch of them in this. And this is like a milkweed paste, I think, if I remember right from last year when I did it.
Yeah.
And so that's like what they're eating. And they want you to transplant them as quickly as possible. So you just kind of put these.
You can see them in there.
Yeah, you just put these with the lids open right in the little net area, and they'll crawl out on their own and start eating the actual milkweed. And like usually within a day. Last year I think it took a couple of them a couple days, but we just put these in here, lids open, and easy peasy.
Look how little.
Your
they are.
Monarch rearing kit contains 14 to 16 first to third instar Monarch larvae. So there is 14 to 16 of these in each one of these. Yep, so look at, there's already like one itching to get out.
Yeah, you can leave the lids in there too if you have to,
Yeah.
because there was quite a few on the lids.
Yeah, I'll just do this.
Yeah, just leave it right there and they can all crawl out.
That
Put it
sucks.
over there in the corner by the plant so they can crawl up on the plant.
Yep, there's like 4, there's 5 in that one.
They're all moving around. I know you guys see that little white spot on the side? That's a Monarch caterpillar.
There's 5 in this one also. They're little in this.
Some of them are very
They're
little.
little in this one.
Yeah.
That's little pretty grosbeaks. So it's win-win to do this, guys. If you like the wildlife and everything, I recommend checking out this website. This is just something we do for fun. No sponsors, no affiliates or anything. This is just something fun to do and help endangered species.
Yep.
So check it out. I'll put the link that I used.
It was a lot of fun last year, so we have fun. We're going to do it again. Mm-hmm. Jenny's going to do it multiple times this year.
Bigger, and then they'll have their little catalysts in here, and then they'll become butterflies, and then I'll release them like I did last year.
All right, guys, so the Monarch butterflies are all set up, ready to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jenny had so much fun doing it last year. She's going to do it multiple times this year. And what else are we going to do?
We're going to show you
if the gutter works.
If we did gutters well. Cross our fingers, see if we did.
It's gonna rain tomorrow. Jen and I asked Jetta, should we just leave it be and find out if it works tomorrow when it rains? Or should we do it now, test it now?
So I can fill up this picture real quick right here.
Yep, go for it. Yeah, I might have to do it. You're not tall enough, are you? Well, it's heading this direction.
Up a little better, right?
Yep.
Just this one.
Oh, just this one a little bit? All right, so we'll fix that.
One little thing to fix. But look at that. We're like professional gutter installers now.
We're seasoned. We've done it a few times.
We're ready to install gutters for anyone, anytime.
Yeah, as long as you don't care how well they turn out or if the water flows the right way, then we'll be there and we'll charge you lots of money.
It's going to be our side business.
One that we will make no money at, I'm sure. So, anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We had a successful day. Got a lot of little things done. Well, a couple big things. So, thanks for protecting me from the mosquitoes. So, we won't stop. We won't sit here and talk and get eaten alive. We appreciate you guys. We hope you all have a wonderful day.
See you on the next one.
All right. Best wishes.
Bye.